try not to choke there before I start. It's not a very good start, is it? Right. Okay. So here we go. Let's get a couple of minutes to start, and then we'll crack on, and then we shall crack on. Let's make sure we are all ready to go. Right, okay. Fantastic. Looking good. Right, okay. Right, okay. So, hey, Space Ninja, how's it going, mate? Thanks for joining us. It is. We are all PS minied up and ready to go. Just a few games on it. God bless the soft mod scene, eh? So so we're gonna a couple of minutes, and we'll start on 1.5. Plan is play 1.5. If it lasts the stream, brilliant. If not, we'll start on 2. This isn't the most up-to-date 1.5. So 1.5 is basically the cancelled version of Resident Evil 2. So after Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 2 kind of got greenlit like a month after Resident Evil 1 came out. So they started working on Resident Evil 2 as it was back then. And they were about 70% complete. And they basically sort of then decided to scrap it and start again because they just felt it wasn't working. It had different characters, still set in the RPD, but as you'll sort of see, the RPD is set out differently. And you had different characters. So you still had Leon, but you had somebody called Elsa Walker rather than Claire. And it was just sort of, they didn't feel it was working. So they basically scrapped it and started again. So this is kind of, then there was a whole version that was available. There were different builds. So there was a 40% build that got leaked or something like that. I can't remember, but then there was a whole sort of different people trying to rebuild it and reprogram it and selling it to collectors and things like that. It's a mini drama series in itself. So it's not bad. What is at the minute, it's just basically the modding community's basically been rebuilding. There's some dude called Martin Biohazard, and he just sort of seems to be the only person who's trying to sort of get it to some sort of completion. It's still very rough, but just as a curio, just to see what it was like, is really, really interesting, and to see the different way the RPDs laid out and different things like that. So, which we'll see in a sec. So, it's not bad, but you can sort of see why they decided to start again. So, but there's some good bits and some not good bits, and there's some bits that I prefer to Resident Evil 2 and some bits that I don't. So, we'll just have to, sort of, in fact, we'll start right now. So they did have newer things, like rather than it being a typewriter, you'd save your progress on a computer, and there were just little things like that. So I keep trying to get the most up-to-date one because there was an update in January this year, but I just can't get it to patch. So I'm going to keep trying, and if I can get it sorted, If we get it sorted, we'll update it. So obviously, see, taking bits of 3's intro and things like that to make this. So right, okay, so there we go. Yes, this is this version from like 2023. So everything's okay. Yeah, attack, run, exit that. Stereo, exit. Okay. All right, yeah. So what were you playing last night on PS1? So this is how it was supposed to start. So you still had Leon, and then you had Elsa Walker. So she was a biker college student who ends up crashing a bike through the front station of Raccoon City. So what we'll do is play with Leon a million times, aren't we? So we'll check out Elsa, and it also starts in different places as well. I think Claire starts in the lobby of the police station. If you were to play as Leon, he starts on the roof of the police station. Porsche challenge in track and field. Nice. Nice. Oh, cheers to the coins as well, dude. So here we go. So I'm not sure if this was actually part of the actual game or whether this is something the guys putting it together have included. But it was just like, you know, when it was sort of first released, you had all the pictures in the magazines and things like that, and all the initial ones were of this version. So yeah, so the whole thing with Chief Irons and things like that. So oh yeah, GameCube Resi games, nice. Nice. Mobile GameCube. Okay. So this is where Elsa starts. So this is she's basically crashed a bike through the front of the Raccoon City Police Department. So I'm assuming there would have been a CGI cutscene or something like that. So that's there's glass from the front door all over the floor. Seems like the crash broke the axle. So let's just have a look. So all we got is our knife at the minute. For now. I have to keep remember there's no quick turn on this. But again, so this is sort of like the where Elsa starts. So this is kind of the lobby really of the RPD. So whereas the other one was very like wooden and with all its gothic architecture. As we go around this one, you'll see this is sort of a lot more modern looking, which I prefer the look of this RPD to the one we ended up getting. Don't get me wrong, it's the one we got is brilliant, but I just like the look of this one better. I just think it just looks more modern and more realistic. So at the same time, it's very buggy and glitchy, and there is like a debug menu that you can access to sort of re-enter the room and things like that. I can't remember. I don't think massively far. Oh, that wasn't clever. It seems the power isn't turned on. There's loads of things on YouTube of how to do it, because you basically have to download the original raw file and then download the patch update and meld them together and things like that. But it's quite straightforward. So yeah, but it's it's more just of a showcase of what was to be, really, because I think this is, like I say, it was 70% completed when they binned it. So Capcom Arcade there. Let's see if we can outrun these birds. Yeah, the Resi 2 demo that came with the director's cut. Yeah, and did it end where you walk into the thing is it, and Ada shoots at you or something like that, and as it pans up, it just sort of it kind of fades out, doesn't it? So we've got medical room, comms room, and evidence room. Let's go to the medical room. So I've not played this for a bit, so not really. Hey, percolated fish. Where are the birds even from? From the outside, they broke in. The body of a doctor. He has no vital signs. But yeah, the birds probably broke in through a window or something. Hey Michael, how you doing? You can play it on your PC through an emulator, but I've actually got it on my PlayStation Mini. But like, so if you can see things like that, there's just bits of where it sort of clips into the background. See, look, I'm just walking there over the assets there and on the table. So you can download it and play it on an emulator on PC. So if you get an emulator like DuckStation or something like that, you can play it on PC. There you go, typewriter there. But again, look, this is just so this is just little bits like this. Oh, I will take the first aid spray. An antidote spray. Okay. So there's a really, really good video on YouTube done by a guy called Wang, W-A-N-G. And he did like a complete breakdown of the whole history behind the different builds and things like that. So I definitely recommend checking out that video. It's by a guy called Wang, W-A-N-G. Communications room. It's electronically locked. There's a card reader. PlayStation Minis, yes and no. The base PlayStation Mini, the games are really nothing special. So they're certainly not as good as like the NES Mini or the Mega Drive Mini, because it's just the games that are just on it are just bog standard, really. However, they're really easy to mod. So just before I started, I've downloaded a load of games, and you can easily put the games on it as well, which is dead easy to do, and there's loads of guides online that show you how to do it. So if you can pick one up cheap, absolutely get one, because they're absolute doddle to mod. So I think I don't know how many games I've got on mine, but I've certainly got more than the base ones that came with it, and that's what I'm playing on, playing this on. But again, look at these pre-rendered backgrounds; they just look amazing. Yeah, yeah, like proper Twin Peaks vibes, innit? I have a feeling I really do need a gun. And you know all these are just going to come... Oh my god, there's loads of them. It's electronically locked. Resident Evil True Director's Cut. No, what's that? Resident Evil True Director's Cut. No, what's that one? How's it different to the to the one that we got? So remember, I'm telling us that when we were going to get it, we were going to get like the full uncut intro, that was in color and everything, and we never did. We still got the basic one, didn't we? Let's get out of here. All right, okay, so different. So it's like a proper director's cut. Here we go. Let's just have a look on here. Crows again. So it's a phone. You can save your progress with this. Oh, it can save your progress with the phones. Save is not available in this preview. Another sort of good thing about 1.5 is that you'd see damage to your character. So I'm just trying to get out of here. There we go. Oh, cool. I'll definitely look into that. So yeah, if you can see sort of on the top, it's got like blood stains. That was another thing that they were going to do in 1.5, is that you were going to have like visible damage to your clothes. Among them is the award for best shooter, Chris Redfield. Ah. Painted with the man of a hook. There you go. So yeah, I think this is supposed to be Chief Brian Irons' office. Here we go. And so the item boxes were sort of looking more modern, rather than the like the chests that you got in the original. Oh yeah, that's something I would like to play. The like the N64 version of Zero. Here we go. Brian Irons. I don't know whether in this one he was meant to be a bit more of a good guy. I doubt it though. There's a small sign in the corner that reads Raccoon City 21st Century Hillman Grayson Architectures LLC. Because that was the thing with Resident Evil Zero, wasn't it? It was going to be like a N64 exclusive, and I think all the N64 owners like myself kind of got get excited about it, and then they obviously cancelled it, didn't they? Okay, can't go that way. So what we'll do, we'll just sort of play this until we sort of noticeably can't get any further, and then if it's within the sort of the stream time, we'll just play, and then if not, we'll start too. Yeah, it's like the briefing room. So as you can see, this is sort of differently to, and again, I'm walking on the assets there. A beautiful painting. There's a switch. Yes. And like I say, some of the sound bites are missing and things like that. You know. Oh, cheers for the follow, Chris. But yeah, just to play it, it's even, I suppose, even though you can't really play it because you can't really progress up to a point. But just to see, you know, I just like seeing all the backgrounds and things like that, all the pre-rendered backgrounds and the plans, and you know. But as I am trying to get the updated one. If I get it sorted, I'll maybe stream that again. Okay, let's see what we've got here. You've opened the lock. I need a weapon before I get anything, because I do remember from this the zombies are absolute bullet sponges. It takes like 10-15 bullets to put them down, and they're a lot quicker than the Res 2 zombies. Here we go. So you got this helipad here. So this is where, oh god, bloody crows again. This is where you start out when you play as Leon. So let's see if we can just push this down here. Oh my god, leave me alone. Evidently not. Right. Let's just take this. There we go. I need to find a gun, because all I'm doing is getting killed by crows. Let's see if we can get in here. And it doesn't, like I say, it doesn't have the door loading animation or anything like that, so. Here we go. So this has just opened this bit up a bit more. So let's just go back this way. And we'll go back down to the reception area. Oh. I don't know. I mean, I love the fixed cameras. I love the fixed camera angles. I think it really does create like a creepy feeling of, it just feels like you're being watched. You know, like your character's being watched. And so here we can see now it's glitched a bit. Yeah, or even if in the in the newer ones, if they had like a fixed camera feature or something like that, you know, I'd be up for that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love pre-rendered backgrounds. I think they look brilliant. Yes, I will. Because I must admit, in Resident Evil 8, I when they brought the third person view out, I played it third person because I found it better. Right, okay, let's see if we can outrun these. Because there's a bit more, let's say you've got variations in the cops and things like that here as well. Oh. I could really do with finding a gun. Finding a gun, I should say. The lockers all appear to be locked. And as you can see, you've got like the cops there, that like a bit of a bigger cop there, and right, let's see if we can get out of here. I need to find a gun. Alright, okay, let's see if we can go this way. Yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it in third person. Okay. I think I've just gone in the toilet, so here we go. Oh, what's this? This is a red medicine. Oh yeah, because that was the thing as well. You don't have herbs in 1.5. It's little vials. It's vials of green and red and things like that. There we go. So this will be a green vial. I don't know. Can you mix them? Let's have a look. Oh, you can. Okay. But again, you can sort of see the police station. It's just a lot more like modern. Oh, here we go. He's got a big bite on his neck. Didn't give him a chance to avoid it. Sorry, I'll just borrow this. Oh, we'll have that. There we go. Okay, where are them crows now? I'm gonna go and blast them. Blooming crows. Well, I mean, I'd like to see Capcom just invest a bit of money, get a team, kind of complete this to what it should have been, and then release it. I think that it'll totally make its money back. Totally make its money back. You know, because I mean, it's brilliant that people are doing it as well. You know, you got that passionate fan base that are. Let's just have a look around here. That are wanting to sort of, you know, finish it as best they can. Oh, no. But yeah, the absolute bullet sponges. Hey Snake, this is it's known as Resident Evil 1.5. So it's this dude ain't dying. It's kind of the Resident Evil, the version of Resident Evil 2 that was cancelled when it was like 70% complete, and then people have been working just to try and rebuild the game. So this isn't the most up-to-date version, but it's a bit of a representation of what was going to be type thing. Right, okay. I'm going to go back out and come back in. So yeah, you can download this online. There is actually a more up-to-date version available. But if you just go on and just type in Resident Evil 1.5, there's loads of stuff on it, and you can download it. You can play it on your PC on an emulator. So I'm playing this on my PlayStation Mini. Oh, sugar. So, oh, that was another thing as well with this. It's if you get bitten, you just kind of almost just freeze, and you can't really escape, and you're like, I don't know what they call it, stun blocked or something. So then if one gets you, then you're kind of stunned for a bit, and then that just means that the other one can get you. And I just appear to have completely disappeared now. So I have no idea how I got there. No, let's say if you just go on again, there we go, look. You can just sort of have to use the debug menu and then come back to here, because it's not a complete game. Yeah, it's known as Resident Evil 1.5, and it was the game that they started making after Resident Evil 2, and then they basically cancelled it when it was 70% complete because they just felt that it just wasn't good enough. So they basically cancelled it and started again, and what we got then was the Resident Evil 2 that we have today. So for ages this was known as a bit of like a gaming urban legend, and then there was all sorts going on about one executive at Capcom had the most up-to-date build on a CD in their drawer. It sort of changed hands and was being sold for silly amounts, and then teams got together to try and rebuild it, and then people split off from that, and there's so much that's happened. But apparently there is a rumor that the most complete version is in the desk drawer of somebody at Capcom or something like that. So there's loads of videos on YouTube as well about like the history of it. It's really, really interesting. Yeah, so what's happened is it was sort of it was unfinished, and teams have been just sort of like hobby programmers have just been like trying to rebuild it from like magazine images and things like that. So I must admit, when you do play this, I mean, bearing in mind, like I say, this is nowhere near finished or anything like that. Yeah, it ultimately was the best decision. Yeah, Yeah, Space Ninja. So that's that's the most recent one. So the Martin Biohazard, he released it in a like the most up to date version in 2025. For some reason, I can't get it to whoa. To work with mine. So, but yeah, if you can get that one, go for the latest one. But yeah, so there's some places that you can. This version I've got is from 2023, so it's a good couple of years old. And then there's some areas that you can reach, and so you have to access them through the debug menu, so that you can sort of jump to the different areas and things like that. So, but no, it's really interesting, even though you can't really play it, just to experience it and see sort of what could have been really. Yeah, man, sounds good. Let me know how you get on. Just to see what what it was going to be like. It's just really, really interesting. Like I say, sort of, if, Resident Evil fans, it's just, it's like it was like an urban legend at one point. Right, now I've already been this way. Oh, definitely. Res 2 is just flawless. There is just not one thing wrong with that game. It's the same. What we're going to do with this is I might play this until 8 o'clock, and then I'll start an RE2 because, like I said, there is only so much you can get with this game. And I just wanted to stream it just to show people, really. And just sort of, I think the more people that are aware of it, the better, and the more, more demand there is for it. The better, really. It's just really interesting to see. Nope. Hey Owen, how's it going? But yeah, no, this is Resident Evil 1.5, so it's like it's called the Magic Zombie Door build. So, and it's kind of bits of Resident Evil 2. The version of Resident Evil 2 before we got the version of Resident Evil 2 that we got. So it's just interesting as well to see how different the RPD is and things like that. Oh, cheers for the follow, Owen. That's brilliant. Thanks. There we go. I think another one with this is that there was more zombies on screen as well. Is what they were able to do. Is put more zombies on screen. They weren't as detailed, but there were more of them on screen. Oh, definitely, I will take those handgun bullets. Cheers for the follow, Snakebite. So, and apparently in this version as well, you got Elza Walker rather than Claire Redfield, and she was the story was that she was a college student who was just coming home to Raccoon City and ended up crashing a bike through the lobby of the RPD. Whoa. So, and then you had Leon, and the stories start in two separate areas of the police station, and unlike in the Resident Evil 2 we got, the paths were never meant to cross, so they were almost two completely separate games. Several books of testimonies and cases. Oh, cheers, dude. Yeah, let's say we're streaming till about 10 o'clock tonight. But yeah, no, thanks for the follow, and yeah, and feel free to pop back in and see us. Hey, King of Castle, how's it going, man? Oh, cheers for the rose, dude. That's brilliant, thanks. Whoa. And then I died. So that was with Elza. But no, cheers, King of the Castle. So what we'll do now is we'll just play for 20 minutes with Leon. So that's why when you had the Resident Evil 2 remake, they had a you could buy the Elza Walker costume for Claire. So, cheers, Grogoose. Cheers for the follow. So we'll play as Leon. I think the intros are the same. So yeah, so my actual streaming plan at the minute is to stream all the Resident Evil games, well, the mainline Resident Evil games, ready for 9 coming out in February. So that's my plan. So playing both the originals and the remakes. So I've just finished the other day the Resident Evil 1 remake, and so now we're playing a bit of 1.5, and then we're going to play the original of 2, original of 3, remake of 2, remake of 3. Not going to bother with the original 4, we're going to go straight to the remake of 4, and then 5 and 6, and then 7 and 8. So again, it's not the it's a bit of a different intro as well. So with Leon, you start on the roof of the RPD, and with Elza, you were in the lobby of the RPD. So I think Leon just ends up getting abandoned. See, Brad wouldn't do that. You know, if you had Brad, he wouldn't abandon you. Oh wait, he kind of did in Resident Evil 1, didn't he? You know. Oh, ATD 1991. Well, I've already played 0, and then Code Veronica will definitely be getting played, because that's one of my favourite Resident Evil games. So yeah, Code Veronica will definitely be getting played. So here we are. So this is where Leon starts. So Leon starts on the roof of the RPD. So Leon starts on the roof, and then Elza starts sort of in the lobby of the RPD. But the stories are never meant to cross, and they're meant to be completely separate. Give me a sec. Right, so let's see how far we can get with Leon. Oh, definitely. Definitely hope Code Veronica gets a remake. I think it needs it, doesn't it? Code Veronica definitely needs a remake. I think I'd rather have a remake of Code Veronica than of Zero or something like that. Chief Irons. So I don't know whether in the remake Brian Irons was meant to be more of a good guy, something like that. I'm not sure. So again, just his office is just this big sprawling desk, and then the chests are these sort of big, more modern looking containers. Yeah, I think now they got online gaming is what it is. Yeah, I agree. I'd like a remake of Outbreak File 1 and 2. I think that'd be really good. So again, because it's not the full complete game, there's things like you can walk over the assets and things like that. The Switch is not responding. So let's just see if we can find anything. And again, looks just whoa. Right there. Yeah, I'm sure I read somewhere that I think there is a Code Veronica remake in the works. At least to say, I hope there is. Take these crows out. We can save your progress with this. Save not available in this preview. No typewriters. Hey, Dougie. Yes, it's all right. This isn't the most up-to-date version. There was an update released at the start of the year, but for some reason I can't get that to work. This version's from 2023. It's I'm trying to think of the best way of describing it. It's not a complete game. It's very much like a work in progress. Lots of bugs, lots of glitches. There's sort of like times where you'll walk into the environments and things like that. In the past, I've played it, and when I've shot the crows, they've kind of just hung there in midair and things like that. So, but it's definitely worth a play just to see what it was going to be like. It's definitely worth a play. You can download them from off the internet. You can play them on an emulator, and there's loads of guides online to show you how to do it and things like that. So, no, definitely worth looking into, just to have a play with, even if it's just to see, let's say, what it's like. And again, you just get to see like these amazing pre-rendered backgrounds. The monitor there with the little sticky notes on them. No. The one thing about this is that the zombies are absolute bullet sponges. It takes like, I think it's like 15 bullets to put them down. So they're just absolute bullet sponges. Photo of the Arklay Mountains. See if we can. There we go. Let's get out of here. And again, there doesn't seem to be as many items in the rooms and things like that. Yeah. A radio room, communications room. It's electronically locked. There's a card reader. Yes. Marvin Branner. Before he got munched on by Brad. Other survivors. Oh. So Brian got bit. Cheers to the coins, TD1991 and Dougie. Cheers for the follow, Dougie. That's great, cheers, mate. But yeah, I'd like to get sort of a modern Resident Evil style game in like the old style. There are like indie developers, aren't they, that do them, but they're all on like released on Steam and things like that. So it's just even more reason for me to get a gaming PC. It's electronically locked. A control panel, a type of voice device is required to open the lock. Aha! Right, okay. Let's carry on looking around. Wrong footing. So we've been down there, haven't we? I keep pressing back and square to do a quick turn, but they don't have a quick turn. Let's carry on going down. But as you can see, this police station is kind of a lot more sort of modern looking than the RPD one, whereas the RPD one was very like bricks and wood. This is all kind of like concrete and glass and things like that. Shameless plug, I have done a video on where am I going on my YouTube channel, all about 1.5. Can you go that way? No. So it just really threw me just there. Yeah, so I've done on my YouTube channel a video all about from a couple of years ago, all about 1.5. Hashtag shameless plug. So cause it was a game that I never thought I'd ever get to play, you know, and you're sort of seeing you getting to play the game that you saw sort of, you know, pictures of in magazines and things like that back in the day, that and then it ended up never getting released. So, you know, just to be able to play it is, you know, is really cool. Whoa. Ah, Leon, that was not the ideal time to reload. Whoa. Ah! Let's see if we can take these out, then we can have a bit of explore of this office. Another one with these, like the zombies get up more times than... Oh, and I'm dead. So yeah, so this was that was Resident Evil 1.5. And again, sort of the intro here is one that the people programming it have kind of put together from bits of 2 and bits of Think 3 as well. So yeah, so I think what we'll do is, so I think we kind of did it. We kind of explored all we could. In fact, should we have one more game with Elza, just to explore? Just to explore, and we maybe go into the debug menu and see what we can find. So let's try with Elza again. So again, we get a bit of a recap of Res 1. There we go. So if you play as Elza, this is where you start in the lobby of the RPD. No, Chris, you're not tripping, dude. It's this is a version of what's called Resident Evil 1.5. So you can download it off the internet and play it on an emulator. It's Resident Evil, the version of Resident Evil 2 that was cancelled and before they made the Resident Evil 2 that we've got today. And a team, sort of in the, I say teams, it's just one guy really now, is kind of trying to rebuild the game. So the game was about 70% complete, and then Capcom scrapped it because they just felt it wasn't meeting expectations. So that was sort of this game. So let's say I think it was 70% complete when they scrapped it. So it's just really interesting to see what it could have been, really. Whoa, I don't think we'll go that way. Whoa. So you can't sort of really complete the game because it's not finished. So, but it's still interesting just to sort of play it and sort of see what they had in mind and what they had planned for it, because it's things like you had Elsa and Leon, their paths were never meant to cross. Hey, Master of Splits, how's it going? Yeah, so this is Elsa Walker, who later became Claire Redfield. Oh, is this a... Oh, no. So that's like it's a ladder to a vent. Is that a door there? Nope. Ooh. Just size that in because I have no bullets. Whoa! How fast was he, man? Man. 28 days later, zombies there. So we again got like a firing range here in the police station. Yeah, Fistful of Boomstick is awesome, isn't it? Love the Evil Dead games. It's so good. Okay, so we clearly can't get in there. There's a switch here, push it. No response. The power is not supplied, so we need to find the power. Hey Jill, you okay? Yeah, I'm good, cheers. This is 1.5, and you can just download it off sort of ROM sites and things like that. So if you just go on to Google or whatever, type in, Resident Evil 1.5. Whoa. There's loads of sites where you can download the ROM and play on it. You can play it on emulators and things like that. So if you've got like DuckStation, that's one emulator that you can have on the PC. You can play it on on that, and there's loads of guides that show you how to, patch the game and things like that. So it's definitely worth a play. It's not a complete game, but it's interesting just to see what they had planned. Find a way to activate the energy. We'll pick up those pliers then. If I can see them pliers, then you can see them pliers. Okay, so what's our energy like? We're on caution. And let's say the little inventory screen's different and things like that. Yeah. Whoa. I'll just go back in there before he gets me. I knew he was going to get me. See if we can get out of here. So I think what we'll do is... Because I'm probably going to die now. Oh no. On this, on 1.5, yeah, very briefly. Again, this isn't the most sort of up-to-date version, so I just kind of played really what I could. But like I said, I just love for Capcom just to invest a bit of money and finish it off. Release it for prisons. Release it for 15, 20 quid. I think it'd really sell. Yeah, let's go this way. So as you can see, it's sort of not complete yet because I can walk over these sort of assets and things like that. Aha, I'll have that. What the hell is that? Oh, as soon as you as soon as you do anything, and them zombies are coming alive. Power can be routed to the area with insufficient power using these 10 switches. Using all the power may cause a short and cut the power supply. Will you push them? Yes, I will. Okay. Yeah, so this is clearly not working. Okay. No. Because it looks like you can't. So, let's have one more try. Yes. So press that. So can't even press that. Can't even press that. So even if you put them all on, nothing really happens. No, right, okay, so I'll abandon that. You don't need to apologise, Joel. Your English is fine. Your English is absolutely fine. Oh, I've just been shooting at zombies that are behind a gate. That's good, isn't it? If I had some kind of pliers, I could cut the wire. The pliers were there. So what was the other way? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, this is definitely worth just having a play of, just to experience what it's like. But, you know, and there's a really good documentary on YouTube by a guy called Wang, Wang, with an exclamation mark. He's done like a really good like a mini documentary all about its development and how it came to be. So you know. Hey Curtis. 1.5. So Resident Evil 1.5 is basically the Resident Evil 2 that we didn't get. So when they started making Resident Evil 2, which was apparently greenlit like a month after Resident Evil 1 came out, they started making it and then started releasing pictures of it in magazines and things like that. And then when it was about 70% complete, the let's say Shinji Mikami and his team decided that it just wasn't good enough, wasn't up to scratch. So what they did was they basically scrapped it and started again, and then that game became Resident Evil 2. Yeah, just like Masters of Split saying. So Elza Walker was initially meant to be in Resident Evil 2, and then she became Claire Redfield. So, yeah, if you go on, just go on Google and type in Resident Evil 1.5, there's loads of articles and things like that of sort of how it came to be. And then there's a whole thing of, there was a team, I think it's called something like Team iGas, Team I've Got a Shotgun. And they were starting to rebuild it, and then something happened there, and then there was talks of people trying to sell the version, and I'm not really sure the proper ins and outs, but it's really interesting. But as far as I know at the minute, there's a guy called Martin Biohazard, he goes by the name of. He's got a YouTube channel, and he's trying to rebuild the game as best he can. But it's really interesting to see all the little differences. So rather than having herbs, you had little vials in this version, and no, that didn't really work, did it? You would save the game on a phone, not a typewriter, and then the item boxes were more sort of futuristic looking. So yeah, it's a really interesting story, and that's why you could get that skin, you know, for Claire and the Resident Evil 2 remake, which is Elza Walker's costume. So she was just meant to be a college student coming back to Raccoon City and crashed a bike through the reception area of the RPD. So, you know, before Elza, there was no Claire Redfield and things like that. So they found out the game wasn't sort of up to scratch, so they scrapped it, brought in a professional screenwriter called Noru Sugimura, and then he kind of wrote it, and that's what became Resident Evil 2. And this is sort of the game. It's not complete. You know, you can access things like a debug menu, so I could jump to, let's say, the elevator and things like that. You know, and there'll be things like you'll you know, glitch on the environments and things like that. But it's still just really interesting to see from a curious perspective. Hey, night, Jules. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. So what we'll do, we'll give it another 5 minutes, and then I think we'll start Resident Evil 2. But again, as you can see, it's still got these, brilliant early PS1 graphics and so. Whoa. But yeah, one thing about this is the zombies are just absolute bullet sponges. I think it takes about 15 bullets to put them down. So there's a lot more zombies on screen, and they all kind of get up at the same time. Oh, Els, that's really not the best time to reload your gun. So, but as you can see, sort of in the rooms as well, there's sort of not things like key items in. But again, it's still got these really, really good looking pre-rendered backgrounds. And then lots of him glitching on the wall. Oh, cheers for the share, James. That's great, thanks. So that was 15 bullets and he's still not dead. So... See, an old typewriter. Why use it if there are computers? So let's just have a look what's down here. So they use like the Leon model for this guy. Roy. Rescue the survivors in the other rooms. John in the underground cell block. Oh, Roy's out. Roy's down. Here we go. Yellow key card. Hey, Matthew. RE 1.5. Nope. Okay, so let's see if we can do some open some of these keycard doors. See if we can run past these. There we go. Hey, Rachel. Yeah, you're damn right there. They don't make them like this anymore, do they? They definitely don't make them like this anymore. That's gone the wrong way. Should give it a try, Matthew. It's interesting. It's yeah, it's interesting. Oh, there we go. And they're breaking through now. So I'm not even going to hang around and try and take them on. Because the zombies in this compared to the other ones, they're just balls hard. Let's go this way. I think you said he was in the bottom basement, weren't he? Time to the page and get Duck Station going later tonight. Definitely. Like, say you can pick up the this, quite readily available online. And there was just a recent update at the start of the year. This isn't the most up to date version. There's been a new one. He said he was in the basement, didn't he? There was an update at the start of the year, which has got more sort of tweaks in it. So yeah, no, definitely worth giving a try. There's a card reader on the right. Okay. Oh. I got some hand bullets and a card. Okay. Let's see if we've got another card reader knocking around here that we can possibly use. Oh, that's the pliers. Oh, this was the thing with the power. So I think some of the puzzles as well sort of aren't complete. So, and I have no idea what the hell that is. What the hell's that? So we've got like puzzles here, like retaining the power, but when you press it, just nothing happens. So turn all these switches because normally the power fluctuates up and down, and you need to get it sort of at 80 to activate the power. But I think this is just kind of, this one's a bit of a work in progress. Yeah, definitely look for the update. It's by Martin Biohazard. He's called. He's the seems to be the only guy at the minute who's like looking to work on the game. He's got his own YouTube page that you can check out. Cheers for the coins, Matthew. do you come from? Well, like I say, the zombies in this are just really, really tough. And like I say, so you can't really sort of save it. So I mean, if you had an emulator, you could use save states and things like that. But like I say, you can go into the debug menu. So you can go to the heliport, B1 corridor, things like the firing armory, and it'll take you there and things like that. So you can sort of jump around to different parts of the game. So because I can't do this puzzle because there's no power, you know. So it's you know, you go sewer exit. Oh, there we go. Just look in the garage. So these are the pliers that Elsa clearly can see, but can't see because we can all see them. So oh, cheers for that, Matthew. That's great. Thanks a lot. Cheers, mate. Whoa. So, and then, like, say you got some zombies that just absolutely just haul ass at you. See if we can take these out. Okay. Yes, right. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can use this key card. We can't use it, okay. And if I get bit once more, I am absolutely brown bread. Oh, back at the firing range. So there we go. You get things like to go to the parking lot and things like that. So again, all these sort of trashed vehicles here, and sort of an umbrella van there with the back panel, so something's clearly escaped. Could be one of the infamous zombie gorillas that were meant to be in Resident Evil 1.5. And there's loads of zombies. Okay. So, what else is the parking lot? Kennel light. So this is the kennels when you've restored the power. There you go. So again, it's just sort of showing that it's there's some puzzles that you can't do. So well, I think I will take the Beretta M93R. Whoa, zombie dogs. Zombie dogs busting out of nowhere. So I'm going to have a trip to the morgue. Yeah, I like how sort of turns around and looks at the zombies. Oh, look at that. It doesn't get more late 90s, early 2000s than that, does it? A mini disc player. Love it. Oh, don't love this. I am dead. Mini disc player. Right, okay, so what we'll do, we'll leave 1.5 there and we'll start 2. Yeah, I do, Matthew. I've got my it's like a hi-fi, mini hi-fi of a mini disc, and I had no, thank you. I went through about 3 portable mini disc players as well. Loved me. I really got into mini disc. I really invested in it when they came out. Yeah, I loved mini disc. I've still got about 25 mini discs still today, and I've got like a little mini disc, mini hi-fi system. Oh, loved mini disc. Right, okay. So let's start 2. Right, okay. Hey JD, oh, thanks for the follow, mate. The game requires you to change discs during gameplay. Press the open button. No, it doesn't. Okay, so let's start on Resident Evil 2. So firstly, let's just change. What I might have to do is just, if we can. Right, okay. So, here we go. Okay. Resident Evil 2. Cannot beat this game. It's absolutely fantastic.
A bizarre incident occurred in the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City. It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated for use in bioweapon experiments. The Raccoon City Police Department's Special Stars Unit immediately began investigation in the affair. The case was apparently closed, thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's
I think I might have to have a bit of a change. Okay, try again. No, not going to be doing any cheating. No ammo cheat. We're sort of doing this properly. There we go. And original. Normal. I cleared 2 and 3. 2, 4. Ooh.
Outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City.
I still like 1. 1's my all-time favorite.
It was later revealed
1 is my all-time favorite game.
Had been caused by the T virus, a mutagenic toxin.
So yeah, I'd say 1 all day long.
Incorporated for use in bioweapon experiments. The Raccoon City Police Department's Special Stars.
I'd say 1 all day long.
What have we got here?
Yeah, the director's cut's good. Director's cut's good.
Guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Why'd he bite me?
Man, what a mess. What could have done this?
Yeah.
What was that? What are these things? All right, that's far enough. Don't move. Don't move.
I can remember when this was like due to come out, it was just the hype for this game was just through the roof, wasn't it, back in the day? You know, it's
What's up with that guy? That was a clean hit.
that was a clean hit.
I'm running out of ammo here.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down!
Oh, how amazing is that?
We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer. There! Buckle up.
Okay.
But yeah, I can remember when because growing up we didn't have a PlayStation,
And the whole place went
so
The radio's out.
when this was released, we sort of stayed over at my mate's
Stay on the job.
and sort of played this like all night, waited till it got dark, and then just basically just played it all night. It was amazing, amazing experience. To experience this for the first time, oh, amazing.
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
Zombie Leon. The cutscene's just so good.
You okay?
Still in one piece.
Hey DJ, yeah, that's the plan.
It's gonna ram us.
So I'm gonna see how far I can get until 10 o'clock, and then I'll pick it back up on Monday. So my plan is to play through all the mainline Resident Evil games. So I'm gonna play the originals first, and then the remakes. So yeah, gonna see how far we can get.
Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Oh, cheers for the follow, DJ. Cheers, mate. So let's see how far we can get with Leon, and we'll do the A games and the B games. So we'll do it. We're gonna do it properly. We're gonna do it properly. Here we go. Yeah, go start with whoa. Yeah, starting with Leon A. So this is the first. I've not done sort of Claire's or anything, so this is the first one.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Hold your fire. I'm a human.
Hey Giuseppe, I'm actually playing it on my PlayStation Mini.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's Leon A.
I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on.
Hey, changing flavors, proper memories, eh?
By the time I
Oh,
noticed
thanks for the
what
follow,
was
mate.
wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
Hi, Pastel Colours. This is 2. This is Resident Evil 2. This is Leon's A game in Resident Evil 2. There we go. Let's get us some ammo, because Kendo is going to buy it. I keep forgetting there's no quick turn on this. Just a second. There we go. Oh no, he stopped breathing. He's not going to need his shotgun then. I might as well take that. I should say it's normally Leon Claire A, Leon B. That's what I normally go by. I don't really have a preference. Really. I suppose it kind of just depends what game I'm in the mood for. Just bear with me a second. What are you doing? Want to go out? Go on. Oh. Sorry about that. My dog wanted to leave the room and abandon me. Yeah, I'm not really sort of bothered. I kind of don't really have a preferred story, really. Like, say, some people say they prefer, the Leon campaign or the Claire one. I'm not. I prefer both. I like both equally. Yeah, I know the demo. I know the demo you're talking about. Changing. In fact, again, bear with me a minute. Might have it behind me, actually. Oh, because I just picked it up the other day. Actually, on Vinted. I suppose it depends whether you're in the UK or where you're from. But this was the one that we got in the UK. So I've just had it behind me because I might be doing a video. I might do a video on it, in just how it's different. But that's the one we got with official. Was it official PlayStation magazine? But I mean, this is absolutely battered. Yeah, official UK PlayStation. So this was like a demo that we got back in the day. Did you hack your PlayStation? Yeah, Sam. Yeah, it's dead easy to do. It's dead easy. I've just soft modded. It's like just soft modding your PlayStation Mini. Dead easy to do. You can. There's loads of different ways to do it. If you just go on say YouTube, or just go on Google or something about how to hack or soft mod your PlayStation Mini. It's dead easy. It's dead easy to do. Nostalgia hitting hard there, DJ. Whoa! Oh, I thought he was dead. Well, he is dead, but you know what I mean. Yeah, on the PS5. Yeah, well, after I've going to do the originals, and then we'll do the remakes. So we'll just see how far we can get between now and say 10 o'clock. Yeah, I remember back in the day, my record. I used to be able to do this in under 3 hours. That was 3 hours was my. I think something like 2 hours 57 or something like that. I did it in. That was my my record back in the day. Definitely won't be able to do that today. Not as good as I was at it as I was back in the day. Hey Bennett, Samantha, how you doing? But yeah, that was with like saving it, like, with like no saves and things like that. So, maybe with a bit of practice, I'd be able to do it. But yeah, I think that was my record. Whoa. But still absolutely holds up. It's still just one of the greatest games ever. Oh, thanks for the coins, Reno. And Luke. And again, I think it's one of those games that, not to sound too much like an old man, but you know, unless you were there, you kind of, I don't think you appreciate the hype that was around this game when it came out. You know, it was just absolutely hyped to the rafters. You know. Here we go. Oh, so this is how the sort of station differs from the version in 1.5. So everything here is, you know, kind of like, you know, brick and wood, whereas in 1.5 it's like steel and glass. It was a lot more modern. This is a lot more sort of traditional. Marvin.
Oh, man.
Oh, thanks for the coin, Twin Horns.
Who are you? Oh, you must be the new guy. Leon. Sorry, but
Hey, Ben Samantha. I'm from the UK, from England.
it's been cancelled. What happened? About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving zombies in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything.
Goddamn
They
Umbrella.
risked their lives to reveal the truth, but no one believed them. Not long after that, all this started to happen. Hang in there.
Goddamn
Don't worry
Umbrella.
about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go. But just go.
Fine, but I'm coming back for you. Just hold on.
Just hold on. Oh, just so good, this game. This is kind of one of those games that I could just play over and over again, never get bored of. It's kind of like my, don't know what you call it. Is it your comfort game or something like that? It's yeah, no, it's just so good. Here we go. Let's have a look down here. A bit of a dash in here. Even the sound of the footsteps is nostalgic. Whoa! That's what you get for pretending to be dead. That wasn't clever. Hey Ford. I have played the remake. Yeah, the remake of 2 is. Oh man, what can you say? It's the best remake, isn't it? It's the best video game remake. I don't think there's a game remake that's better than Resident Evil 2. Oh, hello, you joining us? You know, and it's amazing stuff you sort of remember. So I can remember now that this is 2236. It's just got to, you know, I think I'll always remember that. You know, it's just amazing what you remember. Is that in the remake, Luke, that you're talking about? Because they left out a lot of things. Hey, Pooples, you okay? This is the game that got me into horror games at the age of 4. Yeah, I must admit, I would have liked to have sort of had, like, you know, A and B games, you know, in the remake and things like that. So yeah, I agree with you. I can see where you're coming from. Yeah, I mean, I think they did try to incorporate bits like that. So like the bits where like Mr. X is stalking you in the B games, they tried to incorporate that into the remake games, didn't they? Which was good, which was really, really good, because it's just terrifying, you know, with X stalking you the whole time. Yeah, I'm good. Cheers, Pooples. Thanks, mate. So Resident Evil 2 age 4, eh? That's good going. Okay. In fact, let's just do things properly. There we go. And you. There we go. Not combine. Equip. There we go. But oh yeah, no. Just this is easily. I think this is probably my second favourite game of all time, and my favourite game is Resident Evil 1. So, you know, and say don't get me wrong, 2 is the better game. But 1, again, I think it's just that nostalgia aspects of it, and it was the first one and things like that. Yeah, shotgun was a beast. And when you get the upgraded shotgun in the B games, man, the sound that thing makes is just thunderous. And you can blast them in half, can't you? That was really satisfying. That was always dead satisfying. There we go. Oh, you sneaky little sod. Have that. And there we go, a bit of a Shining reference there. Red rum on the corner. Small key. Parasite Eve 2. I've not, Matthew. No, I've got it actually on my my PlayStation Mini, along with, and I've got the first one on physical disc, but I've not really played either of them. They're on my sort of to play list, so I might stream them one day. But I've heard really good things about them. Hey, El. This game still terrifies me. I need me like 30s now. Yeah, I played it with the help of my uncle in November 2000. I remember how old I am. Ah, 7. Okay. Nothing controversial with that, Poople. 7 was... I think 7 for me was when Resident Evil got back on track. Because I'm going to be controversial here and say I don't think 4 is as good as people say it is. Controversial. So, but yeah, and I think 4 was the start of it. The start of Resident Evil kind of losing its way a bit. Because it became just a lot more action orientated rather than sort of all about the scares. And then when you had 5 and 6, you know, that was just, you know, all action and no... What am I doing? I'm going the wrong way. That's what I'm doing. It was all just all about the action, wasn't it? So, and then when 7 came, that was when it, I think, properly got back on track. Because, let's be honest, 7 was absolutely terrifying. It's debatably the scariest in the whole series. You know, when Mia changes, God in heaven, that's some scary stuff going down there. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 remake. I mean, Resident Evil 4 is 2236. Told you. It's not a bad game. It's, you know, it's just a really good game. It's just sort of more actiony than scares, and I've sort of played Resident Evil for the scares and the atmosphere. You know. All right, cool. I'll have to give Parasite Eve a try. Yeah, Luke, music is amazing, isn't it? In this, it's so good. It really sort of is, you know, really sort of creepy and sort of like grand and almost like orchestral. Yeah, Master. Yeah, first day on the job, and what have you got to deal with? A city full of zombies and lickers. I mean, what was everybody's reaction when they first saw that, when they first played this game? Apart from, what the hell is that that's just wandered past the window? Hey, Hunter, this is the original Resident Evil 2. Okay. His head is missing. Because wasn't in the demo, when you see this, when you find this body, doesn't his head get thrown down at you or something like that? I can vaguely remember. That wasn't the best. There we go. Not even bother taking it on. Parasite Eve. I think I need to play Parasite Eve now because everybody's raving about it. Yeah, Matthew. I'll have to sort of see what happens with Resi 9. I reckon it'll deliver. It certainly looks good. Because it's just been Gamescom, hasn't it, over in Germany, and they've had demos of it and things like that, and it looks really good. So I've had some people theorising that the monster that was in the trailer, some people sort of said that's, you know, Lisa Trevor from the remake of 1, which kind of looks like her, but she's just a bit bigger. Law enforcement can be. You know, never a dull moment. Parasite Eve 2 is way better than number 1. Ah, okay. I think maybe after completing the Resident Evil series, mate, might have to look to play the Parasite Eve series. Oh, these pre-rendered backgrounds are just amazing. Oh, cheers, pupils. That's awesome. Cheers, mate. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. So I normally stream Monday nights and Thursday nights. Normally stream Monday nights, Thursday nights, from 7 till 10. That's sort of like UK time. And when I'm not getting mauled by zombies, streaming from 7 till 10. Mondays and Thursdays, and at the minute I'm making my way through all the Resident Evil games. So, you know, thanks for stopping by, and, you know, hope to see you again. Ah, even better. Even better. Herbs everywhere. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Matthew. Love Code Veronica. See you on Monday, pupils. As I say, I think Code Veronica is one of my favourite Resident Evil games as well. It's up there. I just remember getting it on the Dreamcast back in the day. So when I stream, and this was just the normal Code Veronica, not Code Veronica X. So when I do come to stream Code Veronica, it's going to be the Dreamcast version running on original Dreamcast hardware as well. So we're going to keep it proper old school and proper retro. You can't beat retro games. But yeah, I just remember when Code Veronica came out, and not when it came out, when the previews came out for it, and you had that, the first time you see that zombie when it gets up and it's on fire and it's all mangled and everything like that, just looked amazing. Just looked absolutely amazing. Back in the day, just sort of looked head and shoulders better than, you know, anything you'd sort of seen in a Resident Evil game before. So, you know. Yeah, I've still got my Dreamcast. So, in fact, what's this? Still got my Dreamcast to this day. Absolutely brilliant console. Absolutely brilliant console. It's probably, I want to say, probably my all-time favorite console. You know, just because of the memories and the nostalgia I have for it. Yeah, I suppose there was a lot of back and forth with Code Veronica, you know, and you also had Steve Bloody Burnside. He was just a pain in the ass, weren't he? Let's not beat around the bush here. So I hope if they do a, well, they are doing a remake. Let's not sort of, you know, pretend they're not. So when they do release the remake, I hope they sort Steve out and that they don't make him such an insufferable pound shot Leonardo DiCaprio whinge bag. You know, and I think they're sort of they're going to have to sort out the Ashfords as well, Don't know what they're going to do with that, but that'd be interesting to see. So, but yeah. But yeah, no, Code Veronica was just brilliant. Intro as well was really good. Where Claire's running away from like the helicopter and they've got like that, you know, almost like X-ray camera tracking her. But yeah, there was quite a bit of back and forth with Code Veronica, and then there was some bits where if you didn't have enough, so like when you're fighting the tyrant in the back of the plane, you know, it's like if you've not got enough, you know, ammo, just forget it. You're just not going to be able to get past it. And then there can be bits where he knocks you out the plane, so it's like an instant death thing. That was always really annoying. Hey Stephen, yeah, 2, absolutely, one of the best games. Right, let's dump these. Right. Oh. Okay. And then there's a bit in Resident Evil 3 where you're at the bottom of those stairs and then Nemesis bursts out. My God. First time that happened, I simultaneously dropped my control pad and crapped my pants at the same time. Man. Because you spent all those years playing Resident Evil 2 and nothing ever came out of that window. So it properly lured you into like a false sense of security. So then when he did burst out, it properly took you by surprise. Whoa. Didn't realise you guys were that close. Yeah, again, Revelations is really good. Revelations was really, really good. I enjoyed Revelations 1 and 2. There's a picture of a young man. There's a good chance it's her boyfriend. That's Jill's desk. Chris's diary.
Leon!
Yeah,
It's to see
Stephen.
you're still among the living. It looks like we're not gonna find your brother here after all. There's no reason for us to stay any longer than necessary. Let's split up.
Loving them
look for
ammo
any
bullet guns.
survivors, and get
This
out of
brings
here.
back the memories.
Right.
One last thing.
Hey GGS,
Here's a
thanks for the
ring.
follow, mate.
Take it. That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
And also just the way the A and B games just intertwined. So obviously this is Claire's B game, yeah. Just the way they intertwined and linked up was just brilliant. absolutely fantastic. So clever as well. Chris Redfield. Hey Luke, easy back in the day, no online play. We were saying before, Spade is actually the keyhole. You know, I think if they were to redo, you know, Outbreak Files 1 and 2, you know, the Resident Evil Outbreak, you know, with online what it is now, I think that totally work today. I think that'd be loads of fun. No game half finished like now. Yeah. Not going to argue with you on that. You know, back in the day, you could, you know, you could buy a game and you'd know that it was ready and finished. You know, today when you buy a game, you stick it in your console, and you've got no way you got me then. That cracked me up as well the first time that happened. Yeah, today when you get a new game, you stick it in your console and you've got like a 50 gigabyte update. You know, before you can even play it. You know, so it's yeah. You know, so it's like when, I don't know, like when GTA 6 comes out next year, I'm going to be giving it a month or so before I buy it, because you know that it's you know, not going to be good to go when it comes out on release, you know. But yeah, no, back in the day you could buy a game and you knew that it was good to go. Way, Spade Key. I'll give it 6 to 12 months before buying it. I think there'll be quite a few other people will be doing the same. But yeah, just I say games today, they're just, you know, not what they were. Not that that's a bad thing, you know. Some, you know, games are really good. We got the crank. We got the square crank. I keep pressing back and square to do a quick turn, and it doesn't happen. So I think that came in Code Veronica, didn't it? The quick turn. Hey, Faulkner. You're playing the remake at the minute, yeah. The OG is the one. It is absolute stone cold classic, this game. Oh, cheers for the follow, Faulkner. Whoa. Is it this way? Was this a spade? No. Okay. And it's amazing as well how much you remember, like where to go and where things are and everything like that. Because when I was playing the remake, you kind of was trying to picture the original in your head. It's like, oh right, yeah, so this is the office now, and this is this, and this is that, and no, not the ventilation shaft. Oh, crap! Didn't mean to press that. No, just for fun. Playing it just for fun. The plan is I'm making my way through all the Resident Evil games, sort of in preparation for 9 coming out in February. So the plan is I've already done 0, already done the original 1. Last week I finished the remake of 1, and now I'm doing 2, and then we'll do the remake of 2, original 3, remake of 3. Just going to go straight into the remake of 4. Fight our way through 5 and 6, and then do 7 and 8 ready for 9. That's the plan. That's over there. Reload. Hey, AJNLIZ. Sorry if I can't pronounce your name. Thanks for the follow. Yeah. Again, I can remember when back in the day it was FIFA versus ISS. Again, showing my age now. So, you know, you either played FIFA or you played ISS. You know, I personally was ISS. I always thought that was a better game. You know. Oh right, yeah. Is it that one? No. Ah, there we go. There you go, the bishop plug. Can't believe I clicked accidentally to keep hold of that blooming spade key. Oh, cheers, Luke, Faulkner, Reno, Dale, and Tony. Thanks for the coins, guys. That's awesome. Thanks. Crank candle, crank candle, crank candle. Hey, Simon, you okay? Yeah, it's a classic, isn't it? Absolute classic. All right, yeah, I've got to get that cog, haven't I? Yeah. When was it released? 98, weren't it? If my memory serves me right, I think it was 1998. Oh, I'm just looking again. These amazing pre-rendered backgrounds. This way. Luke, you're only 6 when it came out. Oh man, I was 15. Again, showing my age now. Yeah, I'm 15 when this came out. Ah, well, it'd be rude not to. Whoa! Ah, Leon, you're facing the wrong way. There we go. That was not the ideal time to reload. Yep. There's 22 when I got a PlayStation secondhand, 25 quid. Awesome. What games did you get with it? There was a thing back in the day that you could get your PlayStation chipped and then get and then play copied games on it. And then there was the disc swap trick with the if you got the inside of a biro or something. Again, I didn't have a PlayStation growing up. We had an N64, but there was apparently like a trick if you got the inside of a biro when you used it to prop the lid open, you could put in a genuine game and then use the inside of the biro to trick the console, and you could put in a copied game and it tricks the console. Again, I don't know if people did that, but let's say I had an N64, so not much copying of N64 games happened back in the day. This one, Metal Gear Solid, another absolute stone cold classic. Again, the PlayStation was just had stone cold classics just left, right, and centre, didn't it? It was just such an amazing console. Ooh. Hey, you're on fire. Leon, let's just. That was close. Aha. At least that door's open now. Oh, yeah. No. Absolute Stone Cold classic. Yeah, Dead Space. Yeah, that was fantastic. Yeah, I love Dead Space. Have you played the remake? And then yeah, Red Dead 2. I mean, what can you say about Red Dead 2? It's just flawless, isn't it? There is not one part of that game that just isn't brilliant. Just amazing, Red Dead 2. And again, just, everything about it, the characters, the sound, the graphics, the music, just, oh, yeah. So good. Yeah, and then, let's say, Dead Space, it was like Event Horizon, the video game. I think that's the best way of describing Dead Space. Which, if anybody's not seen Event Horizon, cannot recommend it enough. Absolutely brilliant film. Ah, okay. First time that happened as well, this cracked me up because you didn't expect them to be behind the doors, not come through like that. Oh. So, yeah. But yeah, first time that happened, that cracked me up. It's too dangerous to go back outside. Now, around we go. Yeah, and that's why I can't understand how people just can't get the Resident Evil films right, because you've got it here, you've got it in game form. I don't understand how they can't get it right. Welcome to Raccoon City was just, I mean, what did they do to Leon? They just turned him into a wetbag, didn't they? Yeah, we knew there was something there. Did a clinical trial lesson was locked in a room, and one of the games I loved was Division 2. I've not played. I keep hearing really good things about Division 2, but I've not played any of the Division games. Ah. This is where I need the I think I need the gems here, don't I? They look good. I keep saying it's dead cheap as well. So I might have to pick it up. I need to go and get those. I knew I needed to get those gems. Okay, let's get these gems. God, 25 quid ain't bad at all. Right, let's get rid of that. And we'll have that. Yeah. Oh, why not? 25 quid is not bad at all. I think though at the minute there's been loads released recently. Well, there's been quite a bit released now, and it's going to get expensive moving forward, isn't it? Because you've had Gears of War released, and then you've got Chronos coming out, and then there just seems to be, in September, October, like a decent game coming out every week. That Chronos looks good. I hope that delivers. By Blooper Team, who did the really good Silent Hill 2 remake. I hope that delivers. There's nothing useful on the shelves. Yeah, that'd be Res 4, yeah. Yeah, that would have been Res 4. When they did it on the Wii, did they not release... It was like a Wii version, wasn't it? Where it had like motion controls and... so I think we've explored all there is to explore here. Yeah, those nunchuck controllers. Yeah. The Wii was good. It was good for about half an hour, wasn't it, really? It was, it was one of the biggest selling consoles, isn't it? I think it was just dead accessible, but let's be honest, I think the game you just played was Wii Sports, wasn't it? That was the main game. But there was some good games on it. Yeah, that was it, wasn't it? It was very family friendly, and anybody could play it from you to your gran, and as long as somebody could wave their arms around, they could. You could play it, couldn't you? Like the tennis or something like that. Then you had that Wii Fit board that was like, people were selling them for like 200 quid on Amazon, scalping them. So I did get a Wii Fit board. I was one of them people. I was one of those people thinking, I can lose weight by playing video games. Ah, well. You. I'm not going to swear, but that got me then. I thought it burst out in the B games. Yeah, okay, that got me that. That got me. Oh, man. I thought it was the B games that they burst through the thing. Evidently not. Flipping lickers. Yeah, that got me. That got me. We've seen the future of gaming. I think it's all going to be like, say, cloud in it from, you know, moving forward. It's not going to be, yeah, sort of, you're not going to buy, I don't know, a console. You'll just stream the game, won't you? Yeah. I mean, I hope VR sort of is still around, because I mean, I've got the PSVR 2 and it's really good. It's just not really very well supported. You know, but the games that it does support are really good. So like Gran Turismo, you know, that's just absolutely fantastic. It's just so immersive. I say when I got that, I splashed out on a steering wheel for like the full immersive experience, and it's just amazing. But it's just a shame that just PlayStation just aren't supporting VR all that much, which they never did really with the first PlayStation VR. So when the second one came out, you know, I was thinking, oh well, maybe, you know, maybe they'll be different this time, and maybe they'll support this one more, and they haven't really. It's just been a bit, you know. Yeah, but no, there are some good games. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, Simon. Yeah, like electric cars, not quite there yet. I think that's a fair analogy. But I mean, let's say there are ones that really utilize it well. So like there's the Aliens Rogue Incursion is the game I played last on it. Absolutely brilliant. It's like Aliens in VR, and it's really well utilized, really well implemented, and it's a really good and tense, scary game. If I can work out how to do it, I might stream that for Halloween or something like that. You know, so you can, you know, I'll see me sort of leaping backwards in VR. Right, what have we got now? We've got the diamond key. Let's go around. Yeah, Alien Rogue Incursion, it's called. They're actually releasing a non-VR version, I think, in a couple of months. I think in October they're releasing, so like the game, but as a first-person, an FPS game. So let me just double check. I'm pretty sure it's Aliens. Yeah, Alien Rogue Incursion, it's called. So yeah, it's really good. But apparently the I think October time they're releasing a FPS version, so you don't need like the VR headset. But that was really good. I really enjoyed that. and it was dead tense as well. And it was just like one alien could just kill you, But it was really good. So you're there with your pulse rifle and things like that. Whoa! Forgot about that. And last. There we go. Yeah, been watching that. It's yeah, it's good. It's better than I was expecting. Oh, crap. Yeah, it was better than I was expecting. It kind of seems to have avoided all the kind of cliches that all the other films, all the later films anyway, fell into. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see where it goes. I'm not sure if I'm on board with. I don't know if you've seen the latest episode, so won't spoil it if you haven't. But yeah, yeah, I have to see how it goes. Come on, there we go. There we go. And we'll have them. But yeah, so what's your favourite Alien film then, Simon? Click. Oh, Marvin, I have to put you out of your misery. Marvin? I was aiming to give you a bit more of a dignified death than that, but you brought that on yourself. All right, yeah. Right. Was there anything behind this desk? No. Is there anything in that zombie? No. Ah. And back out we go. All right. Right, let's go and develop this film just so we can get the. Hey, Livler. This is Resident Evil 2. This is the original Resident Evil 2, and I'm playing it on my PlayStation Mini. Can I open this drawer? Yes, there we go. Oh, look at that. I'll have some handgun parts. There we go. On auto. Hey, London local handy. About 10 when you first played it. It's a absolute classic, isn't it? I think it gave lots of people nightmares back in the day. Alright, so okay. You're just annoying me now, you. There we go. That's him out for the count. Film A. Code G human body experiment. Right. Heart key. Is that there? Oh, I think it is. So we need to head over to the other side. So we'll do that, and then we'll get over that way, and then maybe look to save it. I think we made, since we've been playing it roughly an hour and a half, I think we've made really good good progress. Don't need the creepy music, Marvin's still dead. Do we need to go upstairs or down? Yeah, down. Okay, we can cut through here, can't we? Yeah. Here we go. This takes us into the car park where we meet Ada now, I think it is, isn't it? Right, let's take that because Marvin chowed down on us. A cube. AD, yeah. It's proper nostalgic game, innit? Oh. Whoa! I jumped over my shotgun shell. Oh, hey Kimberly, thanks for the follow. Or is it the other way? Let's just check out the other way. Oh, thanks for the light, Viking Dad. Yep, yep, yep. And again, you just remember up, down, up, up, down. Just one of those things you remember. Ah, it is. It is really an absolute classic, isn't it? Absolute classic. Yeah, that's the car parking. Oh, thanks for the follow, Viking Dad. Hey, Tommy. No, this is Res 2. Resident Evil 2.
Sorry about that. When I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Zombie.
Who are you?
Ada Wong.
And what are you doing here?
I'm looking for some guy named Ben. He's one of those reporter types, always looking for a scoop. I heard he was locked up in the cell block, only there's a wrecked car barring the entrance. I've been trying to find another way inside.
Hey, Liver, thanks for the follow.
If we work together, we can move this thing. Give me a hand here, will you?
Boom.
Ada, wait!
Reload.
Let me guess. You must be Ben, right? Get up, now!
What do you want? I'm trying to sleep here.
Is this the guy?
Ben, you told the city officials that you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you? What did you tell them?
And
Did you
who
tell
the
him?
heck are you?
I'm trying to find my boyfriend. His name's John. He was working for a branch office of Umbrella, based in Chicago, but he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago. I heard a rumor that he's here in the city.
I don't know anything. And even if I did, why would I want to tell you?
Okay, I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where they put the key to this cell?
I have it right here, officer. But I'm not about to leave this cell. Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
What was that?
Like I said, I'm not leaving this cell.
Like I said.
Get out of here before you lead it right to me.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building.
What?
Look, if you want to live, then you're gonna have to leave with me.
But do you even know how to get out of the city? There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
All right, I'm going.
There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
Manhole opener. Oh, hi, Jamie. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, out and proud, yeah. It is. I think it gave loads of people sleepless nights back in the day, didn't it? Absolute classic, though. Absolute classic game. Right. Boom. What was in here? Oh, yeah. Yes, we will. Blooming spiders. Hey, Paige, thanks for the follow. Hey, Samir. Oh, man. You're asking me that now. Ooh. Like we were saying before, the remake's brilliant, but it left out bits from the original that I think you would have liked to have seen in it. So I think that I like them both just as much as each other. I think that's the best way of describing it. I can remember when this first came out back in the day because I am that old, and it's to me it's still just as amazing now as it was back then. And then the remake was just brilliant. So yeah, I like them both just as much as each other. I don't know whether this has the edge because it's got the nostalgia factor. Possibly, maybe I like this a little bit more because of the nostalgia. But they're both brilliant. You know, which one do you prefer? Right. I think what we'll do is we'll save it here, and then we'll call it a night and pick this up again on Monday. So we'll save it. This is actually our first save as well, so I reckon we'll be able to do this in under 5 saves. Easily under 5 saves. There we go. So what I'll do, I'll just come out of this. Do you want the existing resume point and save a new one? Yes. Play the game from the last resume save point. There we go, got it saved. Normal and easy from the original game. There we go. All right, so I think what we'll do is we'll call it a day there on that, and then we'll pick that up again on Monday. Thank you so much, everybody who's joined for the stream today. It's been brilliant. I really enjoyed chatting with everybody. I've had some laughs and some good game-based chat. Thank you for everybody that's donated some coins. So, Tony, Paige, Dale, Luke, thank you so much for the coins. Thank you everybody that's gifted me things as well, like Rose and the little cat thing. That was absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate it. And yeah, thanks everybody that's joined. I'll tell you what, I'll just oh no, I can't, because my Stream Deck's playing up, so I can't go to full screen. So yeah, no, thanks everybody that's joined. I'll be streaming again on Monday, and I'll be continuing to put posts on TikTok and things like that. So so I do have a YouTube channel as well that's got some Resident Evil videos on there as well, if you want to have a check of them as well. It's also got videos on other games, so games like Aliens vs Predator on the Jaguar and Splatterhouse 2 on the Mega Drive. So some proper classic retro games. So yeah, feel free to check those out, leave a comment, tell me what you think of them. And again, thanks so much for joining us, and I'll see you all on Monday. Thanks a lot, and take care.